There is no food, no clothes, no medicine. Children are dying.
Children cling to rubber tubes as families cross a lagoon, desperate to get out of the line of fire. 25,000, many of them wounded and starving, have escaped in the past 3 days. And still they have to run for cover as the battle rages on. We haven't eaten for weeks, she says. I couldn't stand seeing the way children were suffering. Some had their limbs blown off, others just lying dead in the road.
One of our family, who was clinging to a tube with us, just disappeared and drowned. She was holding on to her 2-year-old, who drowned with her.
Our plight is desperate. We have lost our lands. We are on the beach. 400,000 people are living here on a sand dune. We don't understand why the world has turned a blind eye. Every day, people are being killed by shelling.
கார்த்திகை மாதம் பூத்திடும் போதில் கார்த்திகை பூக்களும் பூத்திடும் கண்ணில் நீ
Santhan, the man appealing to the world and singing here, was nothing less than the public singing voice of the LTT. The Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam fought for 30 years for an independent northern state in Sri Lanka. It's been a dream since independence from the British in 1948.
The children are dying without medicine here.
The dream died on May 18, 2009. Santhan was broadcasting this appeal from a sand bunker on the beach, his back to the sea along with many thousands of rebel fighters and refugees. Within days, thousands were dead and he was a prisoner.
The military spokesman in a broadcast said that after 26 years of insurgency, all of Sri Lanka's territory was once more in government hands. State television and the military say that Velupillai Prabhakaran is dead. Quoting army officials, television reports said that the elusive and feared founder and leader of the Tamil Tigers was killed when the army ambushed an ambulance in which he was trying to escape the war zone.
It is now 7 years since the end of the complicated and bloody civil war that dominated my professional life at the BBC. 22 years of war reporting. I am Priyat Liyanagi and I am on my way back to Jaffna, here in northern Sri Lanka, to meet Santhan, that public voice of the Tamil Tigers. We are heading north on the A9, which used to be called the Kandy Road, which connected the rest of the country to the north of Sri Lanka. This A9 was called the Highway of Death because most battles since 83 till the end of the war in 2009, the battles happened on this road, around this road. Thousands of people have died trying to get through this road during those 30 years. The border checkpoint, which we just came past, is absolutely haunted. Nobody is there. It's empty. It's totally peaceful. I just saw 2 children walking to school through no man's land. When Sri Lankans get together, what they do is sing songs. You go on a pilgrimage in a bus. What do? You get together and sing songs. You get drunk, what do? Is get together and sing songs. Anything, in Tamils and Sinhalese, both, even Muslims, anybody in this country, there are popular songs. And the other important thing is we sing songs in all 3 languages, in English, in Sinhala and Tamil. Here too, in the Jaffna bus station, things have come back to normal. And I can see people are in buses, talking on their mobile phones, sitting down, and the conductors are calling people to come and join the bus. People don't look tense.
Only the sounds of guns have gone.
Manika Vasagam is the BBC's current reporter in Jaffna.
When you see, physically there's peace. But psychologically, both socially and politically, there's no peace. So that is the general feeling of the people.
Santhan.
He is a great singer. We listen to him. People only listen to these old songs in secrecy, you know. They use the internet and Facebook. Lots of people keep all the songs in their mobile phones.
There is no official ban, but people would not risk it. We don't sell any of those songs. It will be inviting trouble.
வானம் பூமியானது பூமி வானமானது இங்கு புழுதி எங்கும் குருதியாறு ஓடுகின்றது தேசம் நாசமானது.
Santhan singing here, the public singing voice of the LTT.
அப்படி உண்மைகள் நடந்திருக்கு நேரடியா நாங்கள்.
Why? Let me tell you the truth. People listened to a song and got inspired. I sang on stage, on the radio, in the political meetings, and for recruitment campaigns. When I sang, youngsters used to join the movement there and then. The songs were given to me. The dream, of course, was a separate homeland, but the Tamil Tigers were defeated. And we achieved nothing. Everything is gone. Everything is demolished. So we suffered for nothing. Have I sung in vain? That really saddens me. It saddens my mind now.
The Tamil Tigers had their own cultural department.
People wanted to work for them, just like a singer in England would go to the BBC or SLBC here.
Saminathan Vimal is a senior lecturer at Jaffna University.
The Tamil Tigers were in power. They had their own radio and television. They also had videos they distributed. In this environment, where everything was under their total control, musicians considered it a privilege to be asked to perform. Santhan became the most popular of them all.
That is, I was singing in groups. I started singing when I was 12. I used to sing only devotional songs, Hindu songs, but I wasn't prominent. There was a friend of mine, he was a postmaster. On the first Martyrs' Day, November 27, 1989, he wrote a very good song for me. I recorded it, and the song became a big hit.
பூமி வானமானது இங்கு புழுதி எங்கும் குருதியாறு ஓடுகின்றது. இந்த பாடலை பாடி எனக்கு நான்
Someone videoed it and took it to the rebel leaders. They listened to it. They said, "This man is great. He sounds like one of those South Indian playback singers in big Tamil movies." At that time, Puduvai Ratnathurai, the head of Tamil Tiger Cultural Department, was writing songs. And they told him to get me sing those songs. The public loved them. And that's how it happened.
The LTT, Liberation Tigers of Tamil Elam, so powerful.
Manika Vasagam.
They had all three forces. They had the army, air force, navy, police, their own state, own administrative setup. So the people thought they will find a solution through the armed struggle for the long-standing ethnic issue of the island. But suddenly, this liberation organization was completely destroyed. Even the international war experts thought LTT, Tamil Tigers, cannot be defeated.
In the World Service Office in London, Tamil and Sinhala services sat next to each other. Anandi Surya Prakasan was the senior producer of the Tamil service.
Well, it is sad because it was a freedom struggle and maybe could have got something if politically wise. They were very brave people. They were excellent in war, but they were probably not prepared for peace. But today, the Tamils have lost everything. And it is going to be a long struggle to get some rights back. And it is sad, it is sad. The dreams don't always come true, no?
I had a place in the people's hearts. They looked on me as a hero, and some of my songs are now a part of history and have brought me endless fame, and I am proud of it. I was so popular. But I recruited people for the movement. Me, they joined the movement because of me. They fought and they died. And they are now dead and gone. I have a guilty conscience. Some people accuse me of a huge mistake. I have to live with that.
Well, he knew what it was.
Anandi Surya Prakasan.
It was like that at that time. He had his skill. He's a very good singer. And he sang songs which Tigers thought were patriotic. And the land was under them. So if he was asked, he's a musician at heart. So if they asked him to sing a song, then he sang. And of course, it can give so much of emotions. You feel as if somebody is encouraging you to gain the past glory.
We believe in culture. Being Tamil, we naturally involved in literature, music and drama. So being a nationalistic organization, the Tamil Tiger Rebels promoted all three areas. They were not a socialist organization, so there was no need to promote any alternative culture. They were dedicated to building a Tamil nation.
I can't remember his songs. We were building a separate land. The area was fully controlled by the Liberation Tigers. So he was so popular and famous, and it was so prominent at that time. So when he sang, people used to listen, and they would play it over loudspeakers, and then it would be on the Voice of Tigers radio. He was the most popular. He was the #1 singer. Even now, he's very popular. If Santhan comes and sings, we have a good crowd. We have a good reception. He is still famous.
பாடல்களையுமே மக்கள் ஒரு விதமாக விரும்பினேன். அநேகம் நல்ல பாடல்கள் எனக்கு அந்த
I have sung all sorts of songs for the audience and fans. Their tastes were different. But one song that I liked the most is the song that I sang for the martyrs, the Liberation Tigers who had dedicated their lives to the struggle. These songs were good songs for me to sing, and I gave them my all. I was so famous that the BBC's Anandi Akka came and interviewed me,
ஆழக்கடலெங்கும் சோழ மகாராஜன் ஆட்சி நடத்தினான் அன்று. ஈழக்கடலெங்கும் எங்கள் கரிகாலன் ஏறி நடக்கின்றான் இன்று.
ஆழக்கடல் எங்கும் சோழ மகாராஜன் ஆட்சி புரிந்தானே அன்று.
It's a beautiful song, and it's a song that is very, very emotional, and you feel proud to be a Tamil. That song makes you feel like that. He's a very good singer with a lovely voice, and his songs make you feel a sort of emotional turbulence. It gives us all that. You feel proud. Oh, our Tamils were so brave, and so we conquered so many places. That sort of make you so much of self-confidence and feel proud to be a Tamil. And it's Santhan's voice that makes you feel like that. He was a very wonderful singer, and besides being a very good looker.
බොහෝ විට අර සිනමා චිත්‍රපට තමයි. ඒ කියන්නේ කොමර්ෂියල් චිත්‍රපට තහනම් වුණා.
Other music and entertainment were restricted in the rebel-controlled area. The films were distributed by a network controlled by the rebels. People had enough issues to worry about without taking unwanted risk. The rebels had their own radio and video distribution system. Anything from outside was controlled rigorously.
வடமாகாணத்துக்குள்ள தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு சாந்தனை.
Well, it didn't get me rich, but my songs brought me endless and even global fame, I should say. I became a famous man, but I was the ordinary Santhan walking around in Vani. But when people praised me, it really touched my heart.
Handsome fellow. And wherever he goes, when he goes for a wedding, there'll be a lot of women after him. Not women, young girls. And even if he goes for birthday parties and all eyes will be on him. He was sort of ladies' man, let us say. Enjoyed the flirtations, I don't know. There are a lot of rumors. But tigers were very, very strict on these issues. They must have warned him. Be careful, sort of thing.
Shanthan's wife Kala is cooking lunch, dal curry and potatoes. And we are in the kitchen, which is a modest kitchen in the back of the house. And we have a gas cooker, and she's also washing some utensils at the moment.
We had a big house. We had a comfortable life. When the final battle started, we had to leave everything. We had to leave empty-handed. I lost 2 of my children in shell attacks. We could not even bury them properly. We had nothing to eat for days. Once Santhan and my son were detained, I had no news about them for 6 months. I didn't know if they were alive or dead.
After the bloody debacle on the northern beaches, Santhan was identified by informers and put in prison.
When I was in the detention camp, and then when I was sent to the rehabilitation center, the authorities questioned me. I told them I am only a singer, not a fighter, not a member of the Tamil Tiger organization. I was singing. That's all I did. So don't talk to me like that I am a Tamil Tiger. But they said, no, you are a dangerous man, because the cardos or the fighters, they might leave the organization and go home. They will never return to fighting. But you, through your singing, you will keep bringing more people into the organization. So you are a dangerous man. Because I sang those liberation songs, in the end, not only me, but the children of mine who were still alive were arrested. After that, I lost everything. And the people who supported the liberation tigers and the liberation struggle, the politicians who supported them, nobody took my side or asked how is Santhan or his family.
ஓயாது ஓயாது எங்கள் தாய் மண்ணில் இனி ரத்தம் பாயாது.
When I came out of the detention camp after rehabilitation, I was living here. And on one day, a politician from a loyalist Tamil party that supported the government, the EPDP, called me up and said, "Hey Santhan, you were there singing for the Tamil Tigers, the liberation songs. Now that the war is over, you can sing for anyone, right? If the government asks you to sing, you sing. There is nothing wrong in that." And then he asked me to sing a song that was written by them. So I sang for the loyalist Tamil party. And for the Tamil National Alliance opposition party. And I sang for the ruling party itself, President Rajapaksa's SLFP party. And for the Muslim politicians who also asked me to sing for them. I began to sing political songs for all sides.
When I first met him in 2011, Santhan was living on a small shack built on the foundation of his destroyed 10-bedroom house. The hut he was living in with his family was made from some corrugated sheets given by the Red Cross. He had not shaved for days, and he was wearing rubber slippers and a discolored sarong like any other war refugee in that neighborhood. His wife told me then Santhan was drowning his sorrows in heavy amounts of alcohol.
The wartime government of Rajapaksa changed. The government's military commander went on transfer. And they had a farewell function for him, and they asked me to come and sing. They did not pay me well. They paid little money for expenses and all that. Now they all leave me alone.
They may leave the singer alone, but his songs can still bring danger to the listener.
We only sell his devotional songs. We don't sell any other songs. We burnt and buried them. We don't want to get into trouble.
Here, people are very afraid. I'll tell you one story. One retired postmaster, he got drunk and he was singing one of my songs. He got arrested and detained for singing a rebel song. It happened recently. People are still afraid to listen to these songs. And even within myself, when I changed my stance from being a religious stage singer to a political stage singer, there was a conflict in my mind too. I have to survive. Without singing, I cannot live. I cannot survive. I cannot feed my family. There's a new trend, so I have to join them. I sing for the old generation and for the young generation, but the young like new trends. I have to do both. I have to go with them. If they like sweetness, I give them sweetness. I have to serve them according to their tastes.
Now he became as a professional singer, no? Singing songs for the ceremonies like wedding ceremony. He visited abroad also to the diaspora. So there also they sang the songs for the puberty ceremony, wedding ceremony, like that.
I am 17, a college student living in Vanni. I like the melody songs of Justin Bieber. A year ago, I had Santhan liberation songs in my phone. I love those songs. They are inspiring, full of feelings about our nation. My parents told me not to have them on my phone because people got arrested. I wish there were no restrictions. Then everyone could listen to these songs. I certainly will be listening to them.
When I walk down the road, they say, there goes the brother Santhan, Uncle Santhan. I have built a lasting relationship through my music.
கார்த்திகை மாதம் பூத்திடும் போதில் கார்த்திகை பூக்களும் பூத்திடும் கண்ணில் நீட்டுளி கோர்க்கும் நிலமதுவே.
Saying goodbye to Santhan, I suddenly realized the similarities in our lives. He and I both would not be who we are today without 3 decades of war. Santhan the musician, and I the journalist. I disappear into the crowd of shoppers and office workers in Oxford Circus on a cold afternoon in London. And on a warm afternoon, Santhan gets off our van and merges into the busyness of Cockawell town, carrying a simple shopping bag.
வீரரை மண்ணுக்குள்ளே விதைத்தோம், அந்த புண்ணியர் நெஞ்சிலே பூத்ததோர் கனவினை விண்ணத்திலே வளர்த்தோம்.
I do not see any fans flocking to greet him or even noticing him. Did that war rob us of the best years of our lives or give them to us?
கல்லறை வாழ்ந்திடும் வல்லவரே உம்மை கைதொழ வந்துள்ளோம் கண்டிரப்பீர். மெல்லிய புன்னகை மேகங்களே உங்கள் சொந்தங்கள் வந்துள்ளோம் வாய்திரப்பீர்.
There are dozens of different podcasts now available from the BBC, including news, documentaries, science, business, arts and sport. For details of them all, go to bbcworldservice.com/podcasts.